This is Smithy.tv.
Welcome to the Meltdown.
What's going on? We are doing another one of these.
Yeah.
I don't even need to. I changed from sitting back there. I don't want to fucking. It's too depressing. I watched the last one and realized that it's just some fake fucking background that I'm not a part of. So I'd rather just see my head in.
I feel a lot better with
against
the background.
A poster with tape coming off of it. Then I know it.
Then you know you're being real at least. You know
not
exactly
real.
Where you're at.
It's yeah, that's what it is. Instead, I look back and people are like, "Oh, that's so cool." I don't want to be a part of that. Hey, do you have one of those ones? Don't they have a green screen background where they can put them and you have like the back of like Mississippi and then there's a bunch of KKK about to lynch Amish? That would be hilarious.
Yeah, where is that?
We'll have that.
We don't have that. We don't have that ready to go. Come on,
No.
we don't have that. That's not available on stock. I like stockphoto.com or whatever the fuck it is.
Could you imagine if that was?
Oh, now you're in a field.
Nice.
See, the problem is though we can't see what's going on back
I
there.
can see it. It makes you look awesome.
Anyways, drinking Red Bull.
Yeah, why not?
See, this is a problem when we finally run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the weather outside?
Oh,
See, that's the other
man.
thing, too. When people start talking about the weather, that means they're fucking boring-ass cunts.
No, but also the weather is something that's actually good to talk about.
No, it's not. It's because
very
nobody
relatable.
has anything interesting to talk about.
No, it's something that everyone's going through. That's why a conversation about the weather, everyone complains about it, but then when you actually start one, nobody ever says like, ugh. Everyone goes, oh yeah, it is warm. Like people love talking about the weather.
Yeah,
Just like they love you talking about poo jokes, because everyone's got a poo. Farting, everyone's got a fart.
nobody
you know what I'm
likes
saying?
that shit.
Everyone loves it. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
That's classic. You know who doesn't like it? Weird, like, teenagers to early 20s people who are like, I'm smarter than that. I don't want to talk about it.
Let me tell you something.
Farting. No.
If
Young people love farting, and then after 25, you become like a kid again, you love farting again.
If you do the 8 p.m. show in a club,
Yeah.
it will not go well unless you're later in the show. Look what happened last night when I was doing. There were people who were cracking up where I was talking about the eating too much pizza was worse than a terrorist act on my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, but when these
But at a weird time in the day, people go like, "Oh, you're talking about."
well,
that?"
they were
Yeah.
eating dinner. It was 8:15, and they started eating,
Yeah.
and they're eating dessert. And I was talking about those three.
You warned them.
What are those?
You did warn
What
them,
are
though.
those bigger chicks called that are lesbians? What's that word? I want you to say it.
Why do you want me to say
Starts with bull.
Is it wrong to say dyke?
Oh, it's definitely wrong to call him bull dyke.
Why is it wrong to say? I didn't realize that.
I think it's offensive.
Is that like the N word?
But see, the thing is, though, if I was a bull dyke, I'd like to be called a bull dyke because you're
Yeah.
masculine. I'm like, yeah, call me bull dyke, motherfucker.
They're hard as fuck. They're like those tough, those Lord of the Rings
They're hard as fuck, but it's like my roommate. My roommate who's all jacked, the gay dude.
Yeah.
He's all jacked. He's steroided out. He's hard as fuck until it becomes emotional, and then the gay comes out where he cries like
I
him.
can't believe someone can be so emotional and be like, Amish, I can't take the stress. You gotta walk my puppies. Like, I walked his puppies while he slept in the room.
When I was in New York.
Because he was too stressed out.
Yeah.
And he was like, life is too hard for me. You walk the puppies. But then other days I come over and he's like, bro, I'll fuck you in the ass. Because I would like to dog.
But
you.
see,
he's
that's
so
what they'll do.
weird.
That's what they'll do. They'll have this persona.
He's like bipolar. He's bipolar.
They'll have this persona. It's like the same thing with one of the... Okay, there's the two kinds of lesbians.
Okay.
There's the regular lesbians and then the pretty lesbians. When... what they call... is that true?
And the regular and the pretty.
The regular lesbians that
Don't you
consume...
call them lipstick?
Lipstick
Lipstick
lesbians.
lesbians are the hot ones. And they're almost non-existent.
Non-existent. It's like masculine gay guys, right? There's, you know...
Oh, no, it's not that they're non-existent. It's that you never know.
They're
just
you
walking
never
around
know.
amongst us.
You never know. But lipstick lesbians can convert any time, right? Like they're very to the lesbian community. They're very dangerous because they could be in a hard relationship. They could be a great relationship, but wake up probably at 2 a.m. one night and say, "Oh man, I need cock again," and just leave. Like that's what a lesbian.
And they have premium options on both sides. So you never know when they could go.
Right.
Yeah.
And a regular lesbian with, like, probably with the short hair ones that wear glasses.
No dude wants to have sex with
No,
her,
no, no,
so
no.
you don't have to worry about it.
Oh,
Is
that
what
was
you're
very
saying?
rude.
What did I say? I was just predicting where you were going.
Where they'll convert to a guy at, like, 45 because it's a midlife crisis, but they'll go back. They'll go back to Team Lesbian at the end.
What do you mean converting? It's not a choice.
Could you imagine if... You know what? What about...
You're being offensive. It's not a choice.
Oh, I'm not being offensive.
Yeah.
I'm just being ignorant right now. I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
I'm just spitballing.
It's complicated. It almost seems more like everyone's bi. Because a lot of people are just like, I don't know, I don't want to define it.
No, some of them lesbians never had a dick, or else they wouldn't look like that. You know,
some are like, listen, this is what I do. I'm not down with that. Yeah, that's true.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'm not trying to be
And then
offensive.
it's a hot bisexual that you got to worry about because they could just go anywhere.
Yeah, they're a pendulum.
They have top options, boats all over.
That's the right word, right? Pendulum, swinging pendulum.
They're like a swinging pendulum. Yeah.
Is that what it is, or do you even put swinging?
You know what Todd was saying? Todd was saying that they used to have a Pakistani dude who was their like a security guard, and he was strictly. This is like a new gender, strictly into transvestites.
What do you mean?
Only like trans. He that was his. You know how there's gay, straight. He was right in the middle, literally in the middle. Like he.
That's
only
not a
liked
new
trans.
gender.
That's a new sex choice, isn't it? Like if there's like male, if there's straight, gay, lesbian,
dude, they've
into transgendered, but he's not transgendered, but he only wants to sleep with, like he only wants to be intimate with transgendered.
When I used to strip in Washington D.C., I worked in a club called.
What's that called?
Secrets.
No. What's that called? What's that sex? Because you know how Facebook has like 500 different sexes you could be.
No, what is he into?
What is that called?
What's what?
Okay,
what
so you know there's like straight, there's gay, there's lesbian, bisexual.
I'm sure him weirdo. I don't know.
Rude.
But no, when I worked at so I worked in Southeast DC. That was a strip club. It called Secrets and Ziegfelds, and it was in one of the roughest areas. I think I've told you this story here.
Ziegfelds?
Secrets and Ziegfelds. Half of it was a strip club. You know what? Eventually you're going to repeat the stories anyway, so who gives a fuck? Whatever. Half of it was Southeast DC, which notorious, I think it was per capita the highest crime rate, murder rate or area.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. And there would be, so half of it was strip club, half of it was a cross-dresser drag queen show.
Drag queen, okay.
Drag queen. And you'd have these drag queens with the hardest dudes you'd ever see. And it was so scary because you see these guys like all fucking hard and everything. And they're like, yeah, I want to suck a dick.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what they're into.
It's almost like they'll like rape blowjob you. Can you get blowjob rape?
No,
Or someone is like, no,
that's
shut up. Like
that's
they
what
pin you down and do it.
That's what Patrice said about Mike Tyson eating the pussy. He's like he raped her, he ate her pussy. Yeah. Oh, stop! He did that whole thing about it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's hilarious. That's why he's the funniest motherfucker in the world.
Okay.
Was he's dead. But yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I don't know if you're into crosser. I don't know if it's I don't.
That's a gender.
You mean you're no. You're saying, oh, what he identifies as?
That's not a gender, but that's a sex.
Yeah, it's trannies.
No, the guy who only wants to have sex with trannies. That's a There's a title for that.
He could.
And I don't know what it is.
Yeah, tranny lover.
Sure. Yeah.
They have that also.
Well, it's better than weirdo. Don't say weirdo. That's rude.
Whatever.
Also, you're not supposed to say tranny.
First of all, no, you're
not supposed to.
Oh, there's not enough of them that come after us anyway. There's only like
Mandy. Mandy.
She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't. But anyways,
she's the leader in the city. So if she
there's a crazy. Oh, do you want to hear what happened on Monday night?
Hey, what happened to that club, that Village Vapor Lounge club we used to
closed down? They sold the place.
Wow, those guys weren't raking in.
No, they sold the place for $10 million. The building
Come
to
on.
build condos. Yeah,
Of course. Okay. Yeah.
So on Monday night, your friend, your ex roommate, she shows up with that. Who's that blonde cunt that she comes with the gap between her teeth? The one chick.
Why? What? It's like the only way you can describe people is their most awful thing. Like you pick the most awful thing about
with
a
the
person.
Gap between her tooth.
Cunt with the gap between her teeth. Like, why can't you say like she's the tall, skinny girl?
Fine.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No, she's the blonde hair young one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what?
She's very pretty. Pretty face, right?
Pretty face. Look, you could kick a field goal through her teeth. How's that pretty?
Other than the teeth, fine.
Yeah. Fucking.
You could run this like wire through it.
Yeah.
Not a field goal. This wire. There's enough for this wire.
There's definitely enough for that wire. But
yo, you're not too good yourself, you fucker.
Yeah, but
show people your gap tooth. Just show them.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to. I'm a dude, right? I don't have to be pretty.
When you say you're allowed to, like no, like you don't really date, so you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Women can be. They don't have to be pretty either. Just guys are only going to want to throw shells in you and not want to be seen with you in public.
Right. Go on about this girl.
Okay, no. So she is for you fucking morons who don't get it, we're joking. But she got mad because I said tranny. She was with her friends and we're talking at Imperial. I said tranny. She's like, you can't say that word. I'm like,
yeah, you're not supposed to say it.
Only to white, extreme, politically correct liberals. You can't say it.
No, if there's a transvestite in the room,
you ever heard of a tranny get offended?
Name
me a story
never.
of a tranny getting offended.
You know what they get offended about? One time, there's a really hot transvestite at Mandy Good Handy's at her place.
First of all, saying the whole word transvestite makes them sound weird.
That sounds weird. That sounds too technical. I felt weird saying it.
No, when you
I felt weird saying it. But there was a really hot one, and I was like, yo, that dude's hot. and Mandy punched me and said, that's not a dude. You say what they're becoming.
Oh, yeah.
So I was supposed to say that girl is hot.
That's what I'm saying.
But she punched me for saying.
I don't know if
for calling her a dude, but I've said tranny like 50 times in front of her.
Right. I think saying tranny is like when people say transvestite. I think it's the same people when they say African American. You know, when someone says African American, you hear them and like, you really want to say that word, don't you? When you hear someone say African American,
no, they want to say black.
No. They're being too politically correct. There's a problem when you're too politically correct.
Just say black.
No, because that's like what happened to Kramer. I bet Kramer was too politically correct his whole life, and then all of a sudden it just came out, and he starts just dropping that. That's what happened. You
suppress it.
You suppress
it. The spring lights.
And I'm not saying people want to say that, but there's nothing wrong with saying black.
There's nothing wrong with saying black. Just say black.
Yeah.
Just say black. One time like a super liberal white lady at there was an office where she was trying to tell me like, oh, you would categorize as this because you're.
She said.
She said she silenced out ethnic. She looked around. She's like, well, you can apply for this category because you can probably apply for the. And she said, would you ever?
Okay, seriously.
Now I swear to God.
Would you have? I'm being serious. Would you rather her say ethnic like that, or just say, "Hey, you're saying Nick"? Would you?
Here's the thing. I would say the middle thing would be boring. Like then there would be no story. You know what I mean? It's almost like my hierarchy goes, say, like,
if she would
say a nigger.
That's what I'm saying.
And then third would be like, oh, you're ethnic. You're in the ethnic category. It wouldn't be a story if she just said ethnic.
There's category. The title for the podcast. Said. How about that, dude?
It's crazy that you just can't say the word though. You're so afraid to say it.
What's that?
You say tranny all day, and you can't say nigger. It's fucked up.
Neither can you.
No, I said it.
You just did what she did. You said you can't say the word.
I did. She because I was just thinking about her. So I used her technique.
He's you're in a closed room and you're just leaving, checking the halls, coming back.
We don't have to check the halls. This goes on the internet forever.
You know. But then when I listen to Rogan, you got to tell me, by the way, because I haven't been paying attention. You just let Amish know. When I listen to Rogan says it too confidently in conversation. Like, he drops the M-bomb, like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, explaining context. You gotta...
Yeah, as long as you're saying it in like, explaining that this is the situation where someone said it.
Some people just don't give
Some
a
people won't say
shit.
it. Some people won't say it. And some people get very upset when you say tranny. But I've never heard of a
No, that's what I'm saying.
A transvestite saying, don't say tranny.
I've got a ton of black friends, and if all one of them heard me call the one of them African American, he'd say, you're not my friend anymore.
Yeah, who the fuck are you? Yeah.
That would be... Honestly, though, no, I actually do have 2 black friends. But,
I feel like if you only have one black friend, then maybe you are a little racist. Only one?
If you have
one that you're like, dude, I have a black friend.
Let me tell you something.
It's like,
if you know the number of black friends you have, you're a racist.
Because you had to count it at one point.
Yeah.
Because you did something shady where you're like, let me count it just in case, and then now you're fucked.
See, the real racists will have the amount of black friends, like they'll have like 3, 5, or 7. They'll have that odd number because they still think evens to equal, like evens close to equal.
What?
So they'll have like 1, 3, or 5 just because it's...
You sound like a conspiracy theorist now. You sound like those conspiracy, like 22 divided by 7, 3.6, exactly. And therefore the government, it sounds like that. No, I don't see the connection there.
No, if you do...
They would just have a counted number.
That is funny. I have until comedy, I didn't have a lot. I didn't like white people. I don't like white people. I don't like these people who...
Like ultra-liberal?
Ultra-liberal.
Yeah, you don't like them.
The worst human beings.
Okay, so I'm shooting a video, and he's a bit of a liberal, the guy I'm shooting it with. And we were like trying to decide, I'm trying to make a video where we cover all ethnicities, right? And then I was like, yeah, and then just find a black friend.
Your roommate?
Yeah, no. But I was just like, just find a black friend. And he's like, yeah, okay, cool. And then he like got scared, and he's like, I don't have a black friend. Like, he was so upset.
Exactly.
He was so sad. I feel like now he's gonna go find one or something. He was so worried about himself. Like, he was like, oh my god, I don't have a black friend. And he was very upset about it.
These guys who will preach all this bullshit, but they're only doing it so they can have a voice, and nobody gives a shit about you being fucking politically correct or shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not saying go dropping the N-bomb like it's a fucking... but nobody cares. Afro-Canadian. I don't even know.
Afro-Canadian?
Yeah, where they say...
Who says Afro-Canadian?
Some
Because you think if you called someone African-American in Canada, then he'd be like, I'm Canadian. Like, he would do that, you think?
Yeah, they're so...
That's fucking weird.
You see it when you watch
Just say black! Are they not allowed to say black on TV anymore?
No.
I think political correctness is over now without television. Political correctness had its place in network television. Without network television, what's the point of it? Like, if you don't like it, don't listen to my podcast, or don't listen to my video, don't watch my video.
We have this means. I don't give a shit.
Nobody, who would care?
I want the free reign to say whatever you want.
Unless that's your market, then you gotta watch your ass.
But who wants that market?
Some people do, and some people are like, that's my market. I'm not allowed to say this.
Fake, phony agenda pushers want that market. Like your friends that you fucking hang out with.
Have you ever seen Big Red?
Yeah.
Did you see her video?
Yeah. She's an agenda pusher.
She's from Toronto.
Oh.
Doesn't she look American too much? Just because of how fat.
Can we tag Big Red and call her a dirty cunt? Can we just start a listing?
Like, why don't we should do that. Like, it's a good marketing technique. We should try to find where she's going and try to argue with her in public. Like, she's so crazy. Ryan, have you seen this woman? Yeah, she goes to these things and she just screams at men like, yeah, like
Lindy West too.
Over nothing. Who's
Lindy West? Lindy West blocked me on Twitter.
Lindy West?
She's another feminist blogger.
It's funny. It's like for you, that's like what is it called when the army generals get the stripes?
Yeah.
You're stripes. He's like I got blocked by you're like proud of yourself. Like if we get like yelled at by Big Red, that's like.
And what's her name?
We made it. Big Red?
Can we just send out can we invite her on this?
Please.
Can we invite that?
It's good marketing. I mean, you should do it.
Can we invite her?
It's your show. Invite away.
Invite away, man.
I don't care about the marketing.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
I just want to call her a cunt to her face.
Why don't you invite her to like?
I just want her to have that walkout session, like when Dice walked out on CNN. Like, you don't know your fucking facts. And he's just dropping F and bomb. You never saw that?
No.
Dice. See, this is why I wish we can when we get to fuck the teleprompter, where we can hook up the computer to it and show that clip of Dice. You've seen it where he was on CNN and just said, "Who gave you your facts, you motherfucker?" And he just said, he's ripping this shit. This stupid channel, they're bullshit. I'm Dice, man. And he walked off a stage. And
He talks like that in real life?
Dice?
Yeah.
Oh,
All the time?
Hey,
I guess he's from New York.
He's so New York. Hey, the fuck? I saw him get an interview once. He just woke up. It was like 2 in the afternoon. And he's smoking a cigarette. And they're like, "Hey, Dice, what is it?" He's like, "Hey, man, I don't know anything going on." You know, he's just smoking a cigarette. And
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we'll try. We'll make that attempt to get one of those idiot. Well, I invited your friend, but she won't come on.
Here?
Yeah, but she'll be fake. She fakes.
No, she's not fake.
Yeah, she is.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, we gotta bounce. We gotta go eat food.
maybe she's. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, we gotta go eat food. Anyway.
Yeah, we gotta eat. Yeah.
Where we gonna plug at Fade to Brown.
At Fade to Brown.
May 29th, Comedy Bar, The Dirty North, 10 p.m. It's gonna be a great show. Last one was sold out. And follow us on Instagram at Craig J. Lieberman and at TV Smithy. I'm trying to get the. I'm trying to get the credits.
At Fade to Brown.
No,
But if you keep looking at me instead of the people you're talking to.
Okay. Here, how's that? All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Share,
for listening.
like this, Facebook.com, The Meltdown Pod. Once again, we've been brought to you by Under Armour and what's that Big Red called? The
Big Red.
We've been brought to you by Feminists of Toronto.
Just Big Red.
If they're
Don't
not
say all feminists.
And listen,
Just say Big Red.
If a woman's not a feminist, just Ray Rice that bitch. Thank you.
Why would you say that?